Hello everybody, this is Malafor again, and today, as I said last episode, I'm going to quit yabbering for so long, and I'm going to quickly go over this, which is just a very quick overview of some of the things that we will be going through these episodes. So we're going to have the Thermal Expansion, which we did last episode, and we're going to do this one. We've got some Ars Magica, which is a very good magic based mod. We've got Industrial Craft 2, which is a real big pain to get into, but once you do, it's worth it. We've got Thermal Expansion upgrades, we're going to be upgrading everything. We're going to go to the end, we're going to make an ender pearl farm, we're going to make some food farm, some meat food farm, like we got like beef and that, like the beef jerky and that we just got. We've got rubber and rubber wood farm, so we're going to turn the wood and the rubber. And then I've got a very big, heavy power source surprise for you guys, which some of you may or may not know what it is, but there's actually two of these, two different episodes I'm going to be doing this, one for each kind. I'm going to do one for IC2 and one for Thermal Expansion. So, it's been about 20 minutes since I recorded last episode, so today we are going to get into all of the Thermal Expansion, and as you can see here, this is full, completely has completely filling up, and it's still got 7 coal remaining in there. So, right now, I'm going to be getting on to making our very special leadstone energy cell. So, while those few pulverize, I'm going to quickly run in here. I'm going to get this. Going to get that. Going to get that. Very quick, and there it is. There's our leadstone energy cell. But I want to upgrade it straight away into a hardened, which is the next tier. So as you see here, the leadstone can hold 400k. So that this can hold just 100k less than what that produces, our very special generator over there. But the hardened holds 2000k. So a lot more. That's what we're going to get in straight away. And as you can see, I'm just cooking up a bit of there. And it turns out that using the slag furnace, which has a chance of doubling ores, that do not put silver ore in there unless you want to get lead, because silver will produce lead in there instead of silver, which is slightly irritating, but I honestly don't really care. We have plenty other ways of doing it. And as you can see here, I have magically made, I'm not going out there again, the hardened energy cell. So let's deal with this guy. Yes, run away. I've now got a really funny hat. So, what we're going to want is I'm going to take this invar. We're going to get some silver. Free silver actually. To make ourselves the crescent hammer, which does not need silver. Great. Oh well, we're going to need that silver later on. 1 tin, 3 iron, gives us the crescent hammer. Now, as I said the other day, and as you can see I have made a diamond pickaxe. Yeah. We can just do this, which as you can see is quite slow, or shift right click. Now unfortunately, they do not keep their charge. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to input all of this power into there. But at the same time, I'm going to get another 31 coal, I'm going to come over and chuck them in. But I'm actually going to keep 8. So, this is all just flailing in. All good. Now, what we're going to want to do is we're going to have a pulverizer set up. We're going to have loads of different things are going to be set up along here. But the only way currently that we can use is this golden kinesis pipe, which we can turn back into golden. We can make the kinesis switch up pipe, which I don't really care about, to be honest, so it's pretty useless they are. But what they do is they're from Buildcraft, and what they do is they store the energy that tries to pass through them, and if the energy build-up gets too much, then they explode. So I'm not going to want to use them. Now, I made them just because I felt like I was going to need them. But what I'm actually going to do is I will be using them, but not right now. Because what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make the... Where are you? We're going to want to make the... Where is it? It's lost. I've lost it. Where is it? The magma crucible. There it is. And a fluid transposer, because this will allow us to make down here the leadstone. Or what we could do is we could need them for the redstone energy cell, energy conduits, which transfers 10,000. We don't need to yet. We can use the leadstone, which gives us 6 leadstone. Only transfers 80 RF per tick. Not great, but I would do it. Plus we would need them to make the hardened, which does 400, which is how much the hardened energy cell actually gives out. So that's what we're going to want to do. Now, for this we need 2 lead, a glass, 1 piece of glass and 6 redstone for 6 leadstone. To turn it up to hardened, we need 1 invar, 3 conduits and 3 redstone for 3 of them. Or I can use invar nuggets. And the reason why it does that is because there are ways of getting invar nuggets. So, we can use the invar queen, which, as you see, it needs an invar block underneath it, which is very irritating. But you need nickel and ferrous for that. But you get 18% chance of an invar nugget, so they're quite useful. Now, what we're going to do is we are going to make these hardened ones. How much invar do we have? 2. So we can make 12. Wait, yeah, no. We can make 6 hardened energy conduits. Not great, but not bad. So, a bit of a mouse glitch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all of this first of all. I'm going to dry it out. As long as you have plenty of food on you, what this will do is this will basically just stock you up. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some leadstone. Boom, there's our energy conduits. Now the difference between these energy conduits and these gold kinesis pipes is that these conduits, they do store the energy, but they do not explode. They'll just store the energy. Now, what we're going to want to do is I'm going to want to take them out, so that finishes off. I want this to fill up, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this all into this wall a bit, so we have all of our machines along here. So it just makes it look nicer, makes it look more tidy. So, can we do this? No, so we do have to break it, but it don't matter, it gives it. Now with these hardened energy cells, if you break them like that with the pickaxe or anything, they will not keep their charge. But they do if you pick them up with a wrench, as you see there. So, what I'm going to do is in this wall, I'm going to go back some, just like that. I'm going to place my energy cell right there, which I'm going to then pick up again because it's orientated not how I like it. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to put it input at the top and output at the side there. But knowing me, I'm just going to do this later on as well, so I'm just going to put it back even more into that wall. So it's still exactly the same as that. Turn off the redstone, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the furnace generator. I was going to put it on top, but I don't know if they do. If it'll still work if it goes on the top. So, I'll put it there. I'll put the coal back in. He will start feeding the energy. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set out these conduits all along. Perfect. What I'm going to do is I'm going to set it out at 50 RF per tick. So I'm going to set it out for just that long, just the perfect along there, but only at 50 RF per tick, because this produces 80 per tick. So if this puts out 30, then we're going to get constantly, we are going to get 30 in, unless we try and power more than one machine at a time. So, just because this is how I like it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pulverizer right there, which instantly I'm going to start building up. But just to do it quick here, I'm going to do it like that. Now, as you can see, we are losing a lot of power. So let's go down to 250. Nope. 200. Nope. 150. 100. 50. So yeah, so it's only at 50 we're still getting more power. So, what we're going to do is we're going to input and output at that orientation. Because what we're going to do is we're going to stick down a redstone furnace right next to it. Because then what's going to happen is when we pulverize any ore, it's going to get pulverized, it's going to automatically get chucked into the furnace and smelted. A very easy way of doing it. Very quick, very simple. And the ways I like it. Now give me that crescent hammer back. As you can see, it's a very good way of getting freestone this. It's a very low chance you get it, but it's a very good way. Now, you may be wondering why I'm not smelting all of these down in the slag furnace. That's because I'm going to want to pulverize them. These may have a chance at doubling, but the pulverizer is a guaranteed chance. Plus, if we have a look at the uses in here. Now, if we go to here, we have guaranteed, no matter what iron, so we can use the iron gravel, which is ore gen, is to get 2 pulverized iron, which each pulverized iron, is smelted into 1 iron ingot, so it's guaranteed. But we also have a 10% chance of ferrous. That's same with any of the ores, if I can find them here, except gold. Gold used to have something, but not anymore by the looks of it. Oh well. This one gives us cinnabar redstone, which is used to triple the ore that you put in and guarantee an extra. So if we put 1 cinnabar with an iron, we get 3 ingots and a guaranteed ferrous. Now it does use a slight bit of energy, quite a bit of energy in fact for most of these, but it guarantees us an output. Nether quartz, we get sulfur, and yes, you can even do it with wool to get the 25% chance of the colour and a guaranteed full string, which is quite useful and funny. But yeah, you can have a look through all of those if you want, if you have the mod pack, and if not, then well, get it. I would definitely suggest you would get this mod pack. Now, some people may have difficulty downloading it. I know because I have. So, if you do have trouble, just look on the wiki, look on the forums, and keep trying. You'll be fine. But now, back to what I was saying. What we're going to have is now we're going to build up a redstone furnace, which requires bricks, which requires clay, which is just going to be irritating. So let's transform to bat mode, even though we don't need to because it's right here. Ooh, would you look at this? A secret little hole that seems to come out in my cave system. I wondered where all this water was coming from. So, I'm just going to collect loads of clay because I know I'm going to need it later on. So, I collect all this clay. Now that I've collected a decent amount of clay, I'll run back inside and I'm going to smelt up just 8. That's all I need is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I shall turn back to myself and mention some clay. Now, what's going to happen is we're going to use that for these bricks. So let's get to work on everything else. So we're going to need 4 iron for that. We need 2 copper and a gold. We're going to need 2 redstone, 3 redstone, and 1, 2, 3, 4 of you. So, 1. We need another gold. 2 bits. And now I'm ready. All I need are the bricks. So where they smelt, I'm going to look at the time. Okay. So we've got just a few minutes remaining, about 5 minutes remain on this episode, but hopefully by the time that is done I shall have shown you it smelt it, pulverised it, then smelt it, successfully. So, while we wait for this to slowly waddle its way through. Come on, last brick. Come on. There we go. There we go. So now we can make a furnace. So what I'm going to do is to demonstrate this, because I do want some more silver. So I'm going to come over here. We're going to place down our nice furnace here. And we're going to go like that. Now, as a final thing to do, which I always like to do, is to you want to get 16 wood. You want to make 2 chests. You want to turn one of them into a hopper. Because now what you can do is, if you come over here to these, what we can do is you can place a chest here. So the smeltery, what these do is it tells it, so blue's input, orange is output. So what it's going to do is it's going to get pulled in from here. So if I place the hopper correctly, so we can place items in this hopper, so as you can see, silver, go down through the input into there and start through there. Then it's get pushed through, which just sucks it up, smelts it in there and pushes it in there. Very quick and very easy. And what you can do is you can put a chest on top of this to suck in all the items into the hopper, or you can just place another hopper. I would suggest putting a chest up there if you do have loads and loads of items coming in, but otherwise you'll be fine. So now we need to sort out about this power. So we have a nice little power machine made, but we need it to be sustainable. So, and as you see, we have got a bit of lead. What's this doing? Is it really? Okay, I'll go out. There. So now both of these are guaranteed to stay full. But we do need a lot more. So what I'm going to do is, in a few episodes, when we head to the Nether, I'm going to make another furnace, but one that runs off lava. And I'm going to bring that back and set it up here. So, if I look at the time now, yep. So, because we're running out of time now, I think this would be a pretty good place to end the episode. So, this is the second and final part of thermal expansion that we shall be doing. Now, don't worry though, I will be coming back to thermal expansion in the future and adding bits on between episodes. All that stuff. I may even make another episode later on in the series on more thermal expansion stuff to go across here. But until then, this is Malafor, failing to get in the door. This is Malafor, checking on our episode, and I'm signing off. Until next episode, take it easy.